Brave Kids has the ability that brings out your inner, it raises your voice, and that is what Brave Kids is for me. I think it gives you an identity. It gives the opportunity for you to stand on stage and present to the people who you really are. That is the best experience I've had on the stage, telling people that I'm from Rokhpa, Nepal, and I'm onto Nepali. You start to take more responsibility, you start to have more challenges, you start to get through so many situations. It's a learning process, and I would like to continue because I like learning and be part of it, and I'm happy.
So it's 12,000 kilometers from Africa up to Europe, up to Poland.
And around maybe 20 hours between Morocco and Polska.
Our trip was almost 3,000 kilometers, and I think 40 hours totally.
Our trip was very, very long. We traveled 20 hours and we had some difficulties because our driver had wrong navigation, so he was late and we were waiting for him, and then he didn't set the navigation right in Bosnia, in the capital Sarajevo. So we were confused a little because I wanted to show him the way and he was following the navigation. So I was saying go pravo, 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 and he was like, I said no, 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 go pravo, pravo, and then he was right again. And then I needed some time to realize that for you, pravo is right and prosto is straight.
Our flight was at 2:30 a.m. Oh, it was difficult for me. When Anna told me that you are catching a flight of 2:30, I was freezing. I arrived at airport at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and kids were sleeping. I have some photos when they were sleeping on the benches, like this, sleeping, tired, waiting for the flight. Then the flight delayed. It came at 3, and we were waiting. One of my girls' bag was missing, and we had to go around, up and down to the offices to seek for the bag. And they said, okay, we'll see what we can do. Give us your email address in Poland so that we'll send the bag. You know, my kids are so brave. I'm happy because I trained my kids to be brave. She didn't even cry for the bag. She didn't even cry for the clothes. She said, I know, we'll find it.
We came from Israel. We flew from Ben Gurion. The actual problems were before the flight, because we booked tickets long time in advance, and suddenly, like a week and a half or so, a week and a half before the flight, we were told that the airline canceled the flights and that we had to move a day earlier. And we couldn't because Adam was finishing his school and they had a party and he had a role in the party. And I said, oh, please, 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 let the agent find another flight. And she found, which was really miraculous, because at this time a lot of people are traveling.
Вышли и смотрим, над нами аист пролетает. Ну, мы подумали, аист, это очень хорошо. У нас будет все хорошо. Вот.
For me, Brave Kids is something like therapy thing, art therapy thing. I pick kids who has very hard situation, and because I think that Brave Kids project can help those children to choose good way in their life.
Anna, she sent me email and she called me that Jagdish, we want your group again for this year. So I try to find out the kids who have a passport, but some of them, they have no passport. I work very hard, I spend a lot of time to make their passports, because some of them they have already and some of them not. So I was really spending my time and really working hard to get somehow to make the passport for them. And then talk a lot with the parents. So when parents was ready, but you know, after I have to go here and there to make paper to get their signature, then go to the doctors and blah blah blah, many things. But I did because I want to come.
Ukuleles for Peace is a group of kids, Arabs and Jews, that play together. So the first criteria of choosing kids will be that the group will be mixed. I must have a representation of the coexistent aspect. I always try to pick that there will be 1 or 2 musical leaders, that they will be at a better level and they can lift up, you know, the rest of the group. And the rest of the group I choose on merit, not on the level of their playing or singing, but did they make an effort during the year? Were they serious? Did they come to all the rehearsals? Did they try to put their own input? Did they care about each other, etc.?
Particularly in ROCPA organizations, we have 55 children staying there. And every year we have new children coming, around 10, 12 years, 5, 6 years, and the older ones are slowly moving out. We chose these ones because I think it's very good opportunity for them to explore the world. And we feel like we would like to give this opportunity to each child who are from ROCPA Children's Home and who are from Nepal. And these are the ones who are beginning to having these experiences, and when they go back, maybe they'll give and offer the experience.
What I've learned in this trip, that patience is a big virtue, and understanding and compassion. And I've learned that although my position was to be a leader, I was not only the leader, children were leaders too.
This project for me, it meant a lot, because now I think that I'm more patient and more wiser than I was before, and more brave.
I myself, as a person, I learned that there's one thing which I learned, especially from the host families and the organizers, that you need to have love. You need to give yourself to others, like sharing ideas, cultures. It was a very important thing to me. I learned a lot.
Well, I learned good things, that this kind of festival must be happening all over the world. And we must be, you know, put all the kids together, like what the Brave Kids doing. And I really learned good things with other leaders, and I mean from Brave Kids, that we are not different, you know.
Thanks to this project, I have met many wonderful people, many talented, many creative people, and it inspired me to do something like this, right? Like Brave Kids in our country, in Siberia.
This year, twice I have been as a Brave Kids, which was a wonderful experiences, and this year I've come as a leader for my children, and it's completely 2 different worlds for me. It has been 2 different worlds for me, different experiences and beautiful experiences, but I miss being Brave Kids. For a leader, I think you start to take more responsibility, you start to have more challenges, you start to get through so many situations, and for me it's a learning process, and I would like to continue because I like learning and be part of it, and I'm happy.
It is my 3rd time as a leader in Brave Kids, and I learned many wonderful lessons. First of all, I think I learned that even I have stereotypes, and they're not always bad stereotypes, but they're still stereotypes. It taught me a lesson that basically, although it is natural for us to make up our minds about things or people because of our exposure to the media, that we should be very careful, and we should really meet those people and try to meet them as blank page as possible. I learned that how fortunate we are, and we don't always know that we are. And sometimes we learn it by comparison.
Brave Kids is good.
Brave Kids is when kids meet to teach each other, learning cultures, different cultures.
Brave Kids not change anybody. Brave Kids
give chance another people.
Brave Kids é ter a certeza de que existe esperança para o futuro.
Дыхание всей планеты, которая собрана в одном маленьком месте. Brave Kids.
Brave Kids is about diversity, unity and creativity.
It is about giving, it is about sharing, and it is about respecting the difference.
Brave Kids challenge, love and compassion.
Sharing, inspiration and further cooperation.
Brave Kids is a lesson for life.
Brave Kids is a heaven, is the real world.
Hello, my name is Anna Storm. I'm Leaders Coordinator at Brave Kids.
Hello, I'm Anna Kurdaiver and I'm the Artist Liaison at Brave Kids.
We are the participants of the European Volunteering Service Program.
During this whole year, we worked as volunteers in the 5th edition of the Brave Kids program.
Being an EVS volunteer gave us a chance to create this movie as our final project.
It was much fun, challenging, and the whole great adventure. So we thank you everyone for your support.